Hi, my name is Steve Forrest, and I'm presenting you Transformational Leadership's Impact on Effective Organizational Commitment and Job Performance with the mediating role of employee engagement. Measuring organizational success and well-being can be broken down into many different pieces. Yet, one constant exists in how well does an organization manage the people that comprise it. Managing people can be accomplished through different methodologies or even policies, but executing change and building up employees requires competent leaders and effective leadership. Leaders who are successful at leadership tend to create growth and morale while also implementing a roadmap that outlines the steps needed to arrive in a preferred destination. Successful leadership can change the landscape of an organization through their traits, qualities, behaviors, and actions. Leaders convey traits, qualities, behaviors, and actions through different styles to which employees respond to, and the style discussed in this research is known as transformational leadership. This research proposal aims to examine the impact of transformational leadership and its effects on organizational commitment and job performance, with an emphasis on the mediating role of employee engagement. In what ways does transformational leadership influence effective organizational commitment? This is the bulk of the study, as the goal is to understand how transformational leadership impacts overall organizational commitment. How does transformational leadership impact employee engagement and job performance? Transformational leadership affects employees in many different ways, and identifying if transformational leadership is able to impact employee engagement and job performance will further acknowledge whether there is a relationship or not. The hypotheses are as follows. Transformational leadership has a positive effect on effective organizational commitment. Transformational leadership has a positive effect on employee engagement. Transformational leadership has a positive effect on job performance. And then employee engagement mediates all the variables. Transformational leadership is leadership style characterized by a leader who seeks to create ideas and new perspectives as a way to create a new path of growth and prosperity in front of an organization. Transformational leadership is the form of leadership that inspires workers across 4 different dimensions to go beyond their personal interests, to work for a shared common goal in their organization through idealized power, encouraging inspiration, intellectual stimulation, and individual judgment. Transformational leadership develops commitment, passion, and loyalty among the employees and managers, while also inspiring creativity, leading others to innovate in their work area. They are the leaders who make their employees realize the value of what they are doing in the organization by using authenticity, empathy, and openness. Transformational leaders tend to be adept at interpersonal communication, and good interpersonal communication can help to convey work ideas and problems effectively, as good communication can lead to a precise understanding of work information. A leader's ability to engage and implement their leadership style to the business demands will determine how effective they are in the organization. Our next variable is organizational commitment, which is defined as an employee's interest in and connection to an organization. And more importantly, the distinction between effective organizational commitment and organizational commitment is an employee's emotional connection to an organization. And building effective organizational commitment is an outcome organizations seek to develop, as employees will be emotionally attached to their organization. Employers committed to their company tend to identify with the goals and objectives of the organization while also wishing to remain with the organization. Organizational commitment leads to not only reduced turnover, improved performance, but has an overall positive impact on organizational behavior. One of the outcomes associated with organizational commitment is employee engagement. Employee engagement is when an employee holds favorable opinions about their workplace, and engaged employees stay with their company longer while experiencing less burnout. Employee engagement holds a crucial role on controlling the behavior of leaders, on subordinate attitude and performance. Employee engagement as a mediator helps employees through improving their performance to achieve competitive advantages. As for job performance, studies have shown transformational leadership has a positive effect on employee job performance. However, there is a lack of research exploring transformational leadership on job performance and effective organizational commitment. Leaders provide their followers with what they need to be effective, as leadership plays an important role in growing individual job performance and building organizations. As for the methodology of this study, the target population used for sampling included those who are currently employed and have a hierarchical system, such as a top-down organization, which means that we would use employees that report to managers. And this study gathered members from multiple industries, including healthcare, corporate, and educational sectors. The population included 200 participants from a diverse array of demographics. And we used a few different measurement tools, including the multi-factor leadership questionnaire, the commitment to organizational career, the Utrecht Work Engagement Scale 9, and the individual work performance questionnaire. All the questionnaires utilized measure transformational leadership, organizational commitment, employee engagement, and job performance specifically. The participants were provided informed consents explaining the study's purpose, their rights, and how the data will be used. Each of the participants were placed into cohorts based on years of service, as this study uses a cross-sectional design. Data was captured using an online survey platform, then was processed using SPSS. The analysis took scores from each of the questionnaires, which were measured by a Likert scale. Each of the responses were then input into a multivariate analysis of variance, better known as a MANOVA. MANOVAs test multiple variables to capture complex relationships. This study aims to capture a complex mix of variables and offers the most complete way to interpret the data. The test significance level was set at 0.05 to minimize false positives, and Cronbach's alpha was used to test for internal consistency among the data. The results of the study showed that transformational leadership positively impacts effective organizational commitment and job performance. Employee engagement, which is the mediating variable of this study, did find a positive correlation between the relationship found in transformational leadership, organizational commitment, and job performance. This positive correlation of the mediating effect may hold positive, yet it's a weak relationship and is not clear how much employee engagement affects the other variables. The study set out to find whether proper leadership would and could support and guide how employees engage in work from the perspective of transformational leadership. Only one style of leadership was used in this study, and this may not encompass the entirety of what is needed to address commitment, engagement, or performance within the organizational context. Employees will respond differently to each style of leadership in trying to fit transformational leadership, as a one-size-fits-all approach leaves much to be discovered. The study also did not consider how the environment in each organization offers a unique set of variables and circumstances which may not have been fully captured or understood. Another thing that may warrant issues to the study is indirect effects. It is not clear whether each hypothesis explains and captures each effect, as the strength of the data appeared weak. The study executed uses full assessment questionnaires for a combined 95 total questions. Experiencing this many questions can be taxing on the participants. Managing incentives and fatigue can be crucial to elicit a more accurate response. Lastly, employee compensation and benefits plays a large role in the well-being of employees, and these were not addressed in the research. In conclusion, the data displayed a small correlation in regard to the relationship of transformational leadership and organizational commitment. This result is similar to previous studies regarding the relationship. Transformational leadership has been shown to be correlated with employee job performance, and this study supports that employees benefit from transformational leadership. Employee engagement, on the other hand, did not offer a clear relationship between the other three variables, leaving the study desiring more. Most of the companies who supported the study with participants all came from different perspectives and different organizations. What makes one organization successful may not be so easily identified compared to others. Likewise, people are individuals who have been on their own life experiences, and it is not clear whether employee engagement is affected by other factors in the work environment. It is clear, however, leadership is important in regard to organizational outcomes. But to better encapsulate and isolate the driving force behind leadership will take more than just this study. Finding a more clear and comprehensive assessment tool would benefit the literature on transformational leadership and its effects on organization and their outcomes. Comparative research on other styles of leadership could push this literature forward, enabling better understanding of leadership style and organizational outcomes. Thank you for your time.